like I'm rolling my eyes thinking, please, just kill them already.
You just hate kids in general.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
I hate really irritating kids.
He knows Pratt, and he knows the work that Pratt is trying to do with controlling and relating with the raptors that he's bred. Big shock. He wants to use them for military service and for money purposes, possibly, but he doesn't directly say money.
They're slightly deadlier dogs. Maybe now's a good time to start evacuating people. It's like, no, because then we won't make any money. And guess who's behind that? Claire.
One thing that we both hate about Claire is that she's very arrogant.
Oh my god, it's like, we're just talking about an animal here. She's not gonna hurt anyone. Oh no, she hurt someone. Well, it's gonna cost too much to save him, so I'm just gonna let him keep killing until I see a little girl in a camera and think to herself, oh no, this thing might actually kill people. Fucking hate Claire. That was your stupid favorite character that did that.
What?
Yeah, he's like, our parents are getting a divorce out of fucking nowhere. They're just on. I really hate these guys. Go into the park and they're like, my parents are getting
they're not
divorced.
that bad.
It's like, where the hell does this come from?
Wait a second.
Why are you bringing this up?
We are the dinosaurs marching. We are the dinosaurs. What do you think of that? We are the dinosaurs marching.
It's 3 years after the events of Jurassic World, and, well, the island decides now would be a good time to reactivate the volcano it's been sitting on and rid the world of these dinosaurs once and for all. In the meantime, we've also developed Dinosaur PETA, of which Claire is running. Gives me a whole new reason to hate her.
Dinosaur lives matter!
Well, now they think that dinosaurs deserve the same rights as endangered species, and they don't want them to go extinct. Because what a horrible world that would be. Let's just ignore the fact that dinosaurs were extinct prior to this, and they could probably use the same science to bring them back from the dead, but we won't let that get in the way of this movie's idiocy. Okay, so...
There are so many more different things about this movie's idiocy that we can complain about.
So, with the help of the military, they go to the island and attempt to save the dinosaurs. They recruit Chris Pratt, who I guess is the Raptor Whisperer, because he's the only one who can capture Blue. Why do they need Blue so bad? Because the military wants to utilize his ability to take human command. Yep, we're back to that same BS from the first one.
Which I would argue is actually an interesting element, but in this, it's shit. Anyway.
Shock of all shocks, they're not there just to save the dinosaurs, they're capturing them for profit. So,
oh no!
So yeah, it's kind of like some semi-remake of The Lost World. But now it's up to Chris Pratt, that bitch Claire, the friendly Raptor Blue, 2 annoying millennial scientists, and a really bad child actress to save the dinosaurs and help them reclaim the world from those disgusting humans.
Sign me up, so I can kill all the humans. Yeah, this wasn't very good. Big freaking shock. Yeah, so, yeah, our original thoughts on the first Jurassic World were mixed at best. You did not like it in general. I thought it was just okay.
I thought there were moments, at least, of fun, and in that regard, I guess it's similar to what I think of this movie. It's fun in places, but yeah, there's just every few minutes, there's something that's just so earth-shatteringly stupid.
Yeah, that's mostly my thoughts, except I had less to enjoy in this than you. Shock of all shocks. I actually didn't like this more than him. But no, that's just because I absolutely cannot stand when, like, politics are shoved down your goddamn throat in movies. And it doesn't help that also, yeah, this is also borrowing off of the stupidity of Pacific Rim 2, in that, yeah, these things' lives matter, apparently.
Well, it's at least a step above kaijus, which whole purpose was to destroy humanity. You could say that's maybe not what dinosaurs are about. But still, you know, what this movie opens with Jeff Goldblum making clear that these things were not meant for this world, and then we immediately cut to Dinosaur PETA
where they're desperate to save these dinosaurs, get them to a safe haven and stuff, which I can't really get behind. It's really a better idea to let them go extinct than it would be to save them.
Literally, natural selection chose them to be eliminated from the Earth, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's
along the course of evolution, these creatures would not stand the test of time. And even though we still brought them back into the world, and they are still killing people. Even in the first Jurassic World, they still find the need to...
That's part of the theme of the original Jurassic Park, about this is what happens when you go too far with science without being bound by any kind of morality or like sense.
Or any form of ethical sense either. That's what, for me, that was what was fascinating about the first Jurassic Park.
Right, but now it's all like, now that they're here, we have to protect them like they're our friggin' babies.
And their only argument in this is that Bryce Dallas Howard is like speaking, I can't remember who she's speaking with, but she's like saying, do you remember the first time in a storybook that you saw a dinosaur and you thought to yourself, what if I could reach out and touch it? What if I could experience the magnitude of these creatures? Yeah, they also eat you for goddamn breakfast if you let them. Ugh. So yeah, that's the first half of this movie, is just stand up for the dinosaurs, or like,
of which they're very inconsistent with, because, well, when these dinosaurs are attacking them, they're very quick to kill them, and be straight, they do straight up kill them. So, but then there's another part where it's supposed to be tragic that these things are dying. So which is it?
Exactly. And okay, when the bit is supposed to be tragic, it actually comes out to be very hilarious. When that moment happened, I was laughing my ass off, because it's just like, it's like leaving a puppy at the end of a dock after you've left your cabin.
You could take that scene and put the
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this star.
Every day, dinosaurs die by the dozens. What will you do? Please donate.
Donate $500,000 to this cause. We won't rip you off. We swear.
Now, in terms of relating this to the Lost World, this, the obvious bad guys are obvious. It's you might think that's a spoiler. It's really not. The moment the military guy shows up on screen, just mean mugging our characters as they walk by
with the sunglasses and watching
big
them
ass
fly
aviators. It's just so clear. It's like you're not trying to save them. It's like there's some super double secret evil hidden agenda here.
And even at that, Bryce Dallas Howard goes to the mansion of the big boss guy, who is actually played by British guy Rafe Spall, who's the son of Timothy Spall, who is actually, who was Peter Pettigrew from the Harry Potter movies.
Yep.
But, I thought his American accent was actually convincing, but he still is obvious. You can tell that, oh yeah, we have this safe haven for these dinosaurs. All you have to do is go and get them out, and we'll bring them safely home. Did I mention that I'm evil yet? Ugh. So yeah, it really is so stupid how it's approached. It is insulting. It's insulting to the audience's intelligence. You really think we're supposed to buy this bullshit? I hate it. But all right, even beyond that, all the shit that goes down in this movie, all the dinosaur action, everything. It serves to remind you that it's a PG-13 movie, because everything happens off screen. It's a very safe, clean carnage, I should say. Pretty much, because there's not even that much like intensity within these like death scenes, because there aren't even that many of them anyway. Even with the first Jurassic Park, you actually see the goddamn lawyer getting eaten. You see the severed limbs of Sam Jackson, and well, granted, they didn't necessarily show Dennis. Well, yeah, the Dennis Nedry, Nedry, the fat technology guy. Even you saw him like get chomped at by the thing inside the car.
I mean, occasionally it's okay to cut away from something because your imagination can kind of make something far more disturbing than what they put on screen, but you also got to be able to spark that imagination by at least still showing some stuff, and I think that's what the first Jurassic Park does. It shows enough, and then it leaves enough to your imagination as well.
Absolutely.
This one just doesn't do any of that. It's like I said, obviously a PG-13 movie. So clean, safe, and it just becomes boring. It makes you think really none of this truly matters.
Yeah, the effects are gonna look cool because they're creating stuff that doesn't exist. Ooh, I want to see that. Yay!
Well, I mean, but everything's CGI nowadays. I might as well be watching a cartoon. Again, compliments to the first one here. It was a use of both CGI and practical effects that are what brought it to life and why it looks as good as it does today.
Pretty much.
Nowadays, it's just, I'm not going to say it necessarily looks bad. It's just so unimpressive from an audience standpoint because it's the same stuff you can see so many other places.
But you know how we're ragging on just this one aspect of the movie, this thing that usually takes up about half of it. The first half is awful, but the second half is where it actually gets at least interesting. You know why?
Let's just say spoilers. If there's one common thread that connects these movies together, it's the Indominus Rex. Now, we already know that it died at the end of the first one, so what are they doing? Well, they take a DNA sample of it from the bottom of the water hole I forget the largest predator that ever lived.
The giant fish dinosaur.
Yeah, so they take a sample from there, and they're basically using that to create a super raptor. We already know there was raptor DNA in the Indominus Rex, but now they're taking it to create the Indoraptor.
Or Ingo or Indiegogo Raptor. It'll ask you money before it kills you.
Well, it actually makes sense because what ends up happening is they are selling these dinosaurs like it's freaking taken or hostile, or it's so stupid. But all right, so this Super Raptor is the highlight of the movie, but not for the reasons you'd expect. Because to compare this to the first one again, you know how the Raptors were kind of criticized for being way too smart? Well, this thing is like a super genius, at least for a freaking dinosaur.
They were smart. This thing is stupid smart.
Evil military guy shoots this thing with a tranquilizer dart, and it doesn't affect it, but it knows to fall over and play dead while he goes in to try and steal one of his teeth with a pair of pliers. That is remarkably intelligent.
But it basically does this.
Oh yeah, it plays with him, and it's like smiles and winks to the camera. It's so ridiculous, but you gotta love it. Hell, I was expecting as revenge that he would pull up the pair of pliers and pull out one of his teeth.
He'll pull out all the teeth. Why stop at one?
Yeah, it's funny. So, okay, honestly, with that level of intelligence, it might as well just let itself out of the fucking cage. But, okay, so him going in, releases it. People are running, scared, screaming, heading for the elevator. It closes before it can charge them. All right, so are they safe? No, it whacks the controls with its tail, which opens the elevator. Again, that is remarkably intelligent for a dinosaur. But you know what? I love it. I love this Indoraptor, and this is where things get fun, stupid fun, but fun nonetheless, and somewhat intense, because this thing is like a xenomorph.
Leading it to be Alien in a mansion. That's basically what it is. It's this Indoraptor is trying to hunt down Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, as well as
this annoying little girl who can't do a British accent, but they try
anyway.
They're gonna make her do one anyway. It's just amazing to me. This thing can't catch her as her running down a straight hall, and she shuts like the laundry chute door on it. This thing just figured out how to open a fucking elevator. Why does it just
pull the rope?
Why does it just open it? But whatever. Clearly, this dinosaur has seen Nosferatu, and it's his favorite movie because it reenacts the scene where Nosferatu is coming up the stairs with his claws and is like hidden in the shadows, and he's very slowly approaching.
I'm going to get you,
the little girl and everything. It's again ridiculous, but it is fun.
It is fun, but because it actually does.
Guess how he dies. For once, it's not Big Brother T-Rex that comes in to save the day at the end.
T-Rex.
Blue, the friendly raptor, like a loyal dog, saves everyone.
He is a goddamn lapdog in this. In the first Jurassic World, the raptors were comparable to dogs, but I actually thought they would be more intense because they actually did set aside the fact that, these were still beasts, but this one, he doesn't even come close to attacking, anybody at all. Well, aside from the villain.
Bad guys. It knows the difference
obvious
between
bad
guys and good guys.
You have bad guy DNA in your blood.
It's stupid, but now let's talk about this movie's crowning bullshit moment. Now, at this point, the dinosaurs in this mansion, of which they were selling for profit, have all escaped. They've Chris Pratt and
they've all gotten out of their cages at least.
That bitch Claire have at least released the dinosaurs, but they're not out of the woods yet. Out of the mansion, I should say. But the facility itself is malfunctioning and releasing a poisonous gas into the area, and the dinosaurs are essentially dying. Well, the only way to save them is to open up all the doors and release them into the world. Now, keep in mind, they're off the island now. They're in
America. Dinosaurs in America.
So there's a moment where it's like, if we do this, there's no coming back from it. And they make clear that this would be bad. Well, Claire of all people decides, okay, I can't do it. A stupid little girl decides, bam, I'm releasing all the dinosaurs. Why? Because she's part of them. They imply that this guy, no joke, what's his name?
I can't remember his name, but he was the business partner of John Hammond, but he created, this little girl, his supposed granddaughter, is a DNA replication of the other guy's daughter. That is fucking creepy.
That is some disturbing implications to it, but that's why she releases the dinosaurs, because they're like me. Okay, if they're like you, I would grab your ass and throw you into the stampede and watch you die, you stupid little shit.
She basically dooms the entire world pretty much.
I want to say this, I don't think it quite is that point, to that degree. I wouldn't. People are saying the world's gonna end because this. No. We still got the military. We can take this out. My problem is that a lot of people are gonna die in the midst of this, and the result is exactly the same. The dinosaurs would have died in the mansion or out in the open from the military.
But you could have saved hundreds of thousands of people.
Fuck that ending.
Well, I guess it's just natural selection coming to play again. Well, being decided by a stupid child.
Are we supposed to be happy? It's like, yay, dinosaurs! Kill those humans! They're the superior species. You know what? I'm glad. You know what? I can tell why Claire became a PETA activist. God.
Well, okay. Overall,
how would you recommend this movie?
I honestly don't recommend it. I've been telling people half of it is awful, half of it's okay, and overall, that my opinion, and based off of that, is that it's not very good. And going down to the script, and some of the lines in it are just like way too cheesy and terrible.
If I never come back, I just want you to know, you made me come.
Which
That's an actual line.
That has terrible implications, but okay. No shit, she was the only reason you came. You didn't even care about Blue in the first place. But yeah, that doesn't imply any sexual tension at all. Bleh.
The way I'd recommend this movie, I only recommend it if you thoroughly enjoyed the shit out of the first Jurassic World.
Which there were a lot of people that did.
People did.
Because
and I don't see why you would hate this movie then, because it's very much the same. Well, not exactly the same, but similar.
Same shit, different anus.
That's another way to say it, absolutely.
So that's about all I can say.
Just watch the first one. Just watch the first Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's all you ever need.
I'm not even the biggest fan of the first one, and I'd say, man, these movies make me appreciate it more and more as time goes on.
Exactly.
In fact, I'm gonna go watch it right now.
Let's do it.
Let's see it.
Life will find a way.
We are the dinosaurs. We make the earth flat. We make the earth flat, and then we